Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO build. Well, I guess kind of a build. Today, judging by obviously all of these, we're going to be going over the amazing Dungeons and Dragons collectible minifigure lineup. It is by far and away, I think, my favorite line that they've ever done. It's awesome, especially as a big castle collector. I mean, this is kind of the best castle equipment we're going to get this year, aside from the medieval town square. Obviously, we still have the Lion Knight's castle, we have some Lord of the Rings sets, but this is the first smaller, affordable option for anybody that's looking for castle stuff. And I've been saying for a while now, and this video is actually going to be way ahead of most of the videos related to this, just because these are new and I'm trying to push this out further. These are going to be perfect for like my medieval storytelling and projects and stuff coming up, so I'm very excited about that. I didn't have a Dungeons and Dragons shirt, so I figured Elden Ring would kind of be perfect for this one. But I was lucky enough to be able to go to Barnes & Noble's a couple days ago and get 9 of them. However, 3 of them did escape my grasp. I thought it would look cool trying to like stack them up in the background. My God, you breathe on those right now and they all tumble. So I'm being very careful not to touch anything in this area, but essentially we're going to be covering the entire line and kind of talking about where I'm going to be putting them in my displays, whether it's the Lion Knight's castle, the medieval village behind it and bleeding over to the side. We have some of the Dragon Knights, we have Trolls Fortress, Vampires, Dwarves, Black Falcon Knights, we have the Dragons display. So we have a lot of stuff where we can move these guys around, and trust me, I already know where most of these are going to be going. I was trying to like pencil them in for a while to see where these would work out perfectly. Then there's some, and this guy here, which don't really have a home in my lineup just yet. Down goes the little dog, but you know, they're still going to wind up on my desk or aside of my actual desk, the working area here, with some projects that, you know, you guys haven't seen yet, because this video is going to be way ahead of everything else I've been filming. Again, just to kind of be able to push this out while, you know, the world is still looking for them. The hardest one to find is the Dragon Paladin, by the way. We'll cover him in a little bit. He is the tough one, by far and away. Nobody could find him. And I know, you know, obviously there's a scanner, Falcon Brick scanner, works super well for these guys. I only had a problem, I think, with 1 or 2 of the boxes. I accidentally bought 2 of the Halfling Druid. He's sitting behind me somewhere, but he actually does work because I want to put one of him in the Forestman display when that happens, and then I can have him kind of like looming around a little bit with the other Forestman for now. So I think that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, this line's awesome. They are available in stores now, but like I said, some of them have been completely ripped through. As always, especially at Walmart's, theft for these things are always insane. But this lineup is amazing. If you're not even interested in Dungeons and Dragons, which, I mean, I've honestly never really delved too far into it, despite being a nerd of all other things. But this minifigure lineup is just fantastic. It's super creative, and it's definitely something we needed to kind of break the mold. It's awesome, and it really does fit the Halloween vibe too, as we're going from September obviously into October. So definitely try and pick some of these up. If you're not interested in the mystery of things, download Falcon Bricks. Not affiliated or anything. It's just an awesome free app. You know, to scan these, you essentially flip them over. Don't all fall. You flip them over, you scan this, it tells you what it is. Easy peasy, you know? That's all you need to do. But I think that's going to be pretty cool, and I really can't wait to actually delve and put these things throughout my room and show them off in some more detail once I actually build them all out. But thank you guys so much for joining me for another LEGO build. This is the first collectible minifigure review I've ever done. I have a lot of them spread throughout the city, especially, and some knights and some stuff spread out. This is the first wave I ever bought in full, and I didn't even want a couple of them, not because I don't like them, like specifically the eagle guy, I don't know his name. I don't have a home for him, so I'm like, all right, I'm just not going to get him. But then I said, do I really want to get all but one? Like, I want a full set at this point. I think this would be cool. Do a little display, like in the background. Try and get like a custom Dungeons and Dragons display that'll hold 12, or have a bigger one, because I assume they're going to do wave 2 of this at some point. I would assume they're going to do well enough for that. And let's face it, there's plenty of other characters, and you can always do some of these head swaps where it's a different gendered character, depending on how your playthrough is and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. But thank you guys so much for joining me for another LEGO build. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. It helps the channel out a lot, and I'll see you at the end of the build, folks. They're all built. I was originally only going to build one of the druids, but I figured, you know what? They actually have one male and one female face for it, so made it perfect. I can actually have them be different people, so pretty cool. I really do like that customization part of it. Those two, the Sorceress and the Warlock and the Barbarian, I believe, are all of the ones that have duplicate faces, as well as the Bard. So very, very cool. I like that even if you get duplicates of some of these, you can actually still make a cool storyline, and, like, you know, because obviously it's disappointing if you go out and get 4 Draculas. You know, that is unfortunate, but when you can mix them up a little bit and do some different stuff with, like, the staffs, at least you can make it a little bit different. Speaking of, we have Strad von Zarovich, and I'm very sorry when I pronounce one of these things wrong. Again, I don't know Dungeons and Dragons very well, so that's my bad. This guy here is going to be perfect for my my vampire castle display. I have it started. It is the Monster Fighters castle that used to be in the Halloween district of my city. I've since moved it behind my desk, and it'll eventually be like Fright Nights and Vampire Kingdom and stuff like that for the storytelling. He has a great sword similar to what we've been seeing out of some of the castle sets, like Lord of the Rings, and a Lion Knight's castle. Really nice torso print here for like that royal garb, and a glass. I think it should have come with a little red piece to put inside for the blood, and then a small rat on the side, some long hair. Very, very nice. Makes me want to go watch Castlevania for the 15th time. Then we have a very cool minifigure that I don't know what I want to do with. That is the Lady of Pain. Very, very nice minifigure. Again, I don't know what the box entirely is, but she's awesome. She levitates off the ground with a little 2x2 translucent circular piece. Awesome head print, which does in fact come off, and has a just plain black clone style head on the actual bottom of it. Put that back on. And then the torso print is obviously fantastic. And then the back, that cape is so cool. I love it. And then if you lift that up, obviously, very nice dress underneath. So very, very cool. Again, I don't know anything about the Lady of Pain. This is not a D&D walkthrough. This is definitely like a review. We'll move to the Elf Bard real quick. Very cool. He's going to be just in the medieval town square, I think. And as for the Lady of Pain, yeah, I don't know. She's just going to sit on my desk for now. Just a cool minifigure. I'm sure I'll figure out something to do with her down the road. But we have the Elf Bard, and like I said, you can switch out the headpiece depending on what you want to do. But he has a really nice loot, a cool pink / purple scarf, and some gloves. Nice torso print and back print. He's going to be really nice, just lollygagging around in the actual medieval town. Then we have Tasha the Witch Queen. Now, this little piece of fire does not stay in the pot, so that will just fall out every now and then. And then you actually do have a nice little spell book as well. Try and get my camera to focus on these little things with this, some really cool tile print inside. Very, very neat. As for the minifigure, she looks fantastic. She has a dual expression, as do a lot of them, between the Screaming and the regular. I did the regular for this one. Cool red hair, Gandalf style hat, nice torso print, back print, and some really cool arm printing as well. So very nice minifigure, definitely one of the better ones in my opinion. I think they're all amazing, but she's definitely one of the ones I was most excited for. I am not 100% sure where she's going yet, but I think with the Vikings is going to be kind of the best bet. Then if you're a fan of Stranger Things, you'll definitely know this name, the Mind Flayer from season 3, I believe it was. No, or was it 2? It might have been 2. It was 2 or 3. I honestly can't remember anymore. But the Mind Flayer, very, very cool minifigure here. He's a little pet brain dog as well, but very much Cthulhu vibes with the actual tentacles. He's perfect for a project that I started recently, which is the Nightmare Realm. You guys will see that in October. That is what I'm doing for the spooky season this year, rather than a Halloween Town from last year. This year we are doing the Nightmare Realm. He's gonna look perfect in there. I already have a sorcerer kind of picked out for it, but you know, he might just be a cool minifigure in there. He can just be another, could be like a cleric or something. I'm not sure, but there's something I want to do many years from now that for the city that he would be perfect for. So definitely have to keep him in mind. Here we have a Dwarf Barbarian, again, one that came with multiple heads. Definitely always another solid piece to add a dwarf to my Lego Dwarf mine. I updated that
a bit ago on the channel, and then added Gimli and some minifigures to it. Very, very cool axe. Torch, some nice torso print. Again, I love that facial expression of her screaming. I think it looks fantastic. And then an actual horn on the back as well. So very, very cool minifigure. Really excited to get her into the Lego Dwarf realm. And then some really nice arm print as well. They really did everything so well for these minifigures. Then we have the little Halfling Druids. Like I said, I did have 2 of these. I gave her the little bird for now. I put the other one in my Lego forest scene I'm trying to build. For the staffs, I essentially just switched the colors just to give it a little bit of a different look. And then the capes are actually brown on this side and then green on the other side. Whereas for his, I did the green on the inside and the brown on the outside just to make it look a little bit different. I think I will have one of these in the medieval display for now, and then the other one will be with the Forestman display. That should be coming relatively soon to the Lego room. Those are kind of the end of the names I know, except for him, of course, and the last guy. Zaz Tam, I'm gonna assume that's how you pronounce that. If not, again, my bad, all the D&D guys out there. He has a very obvious homecoming. He's going to be in the skeleton kingdom. One of the themes I try to go for is every realm needs like a dragon or like some sort of flying mythical creature, a sorcerer, king obviously, and a specific soldier. He's going to be the skeleton sorcerer, so I'm very excited about that. He has a really cool translucent red skull, and then a little flick fire flame. That open torso print to reveal his rib cage looks fantastic, and that dual cape on the back that I will never in my life be able to get right. I always mess those up. But awesome. He was one of the ones I was definitely most excited for out of this wave. And yes, I'm scrolling through their names in the background right now. This is the Tling Sorcerer. I'm working on doing a Dragon Kingdom in the future. I actually just ordered the dragon and an army for it. So, I mean, I should say the kingdom I'm going to use for it. Bunch of shields, bunch of actual warriors, knights, the actual castle. I built the Source Dragon, which is going to be their host dragon, of course, because that makes sense. But it's going to be pretty cool. I'm really excited for that. It's going to be a little bit of like old style, new style, kingdoms, and some customization, but she's going to look great as one of their sorcerers. I think she's going to be a pretty good fit, and comes with a baby red dragon as well. That lightning print looks fantastic. Has a tail, of course, to the background, and her hair piece has a couple horns, and again, did come with 2 separate facial expressions. So I kind of pointed her out to start, but there's his face. Yep, just gonna... They're sitting in the Lego Creek, but I love that purple as well. Definitely a really unique minifigure. Now, the one that everyone is after, the Dragonborn Paladin. Very, very cool. I love that face print. The horns are separate from it, but easy to just attach. Really solid, large armor. Very nice mace/staff. And I love that shield. That shield right there, you could build an army out of. I think that's going to look fantastic. I was debating having these guys as like King's Guards. I don't know yet, but he's definitely going to go in the Dragon Kingdom as well. Then we move on to the last 2. This is the Aarakocra Ranger. That's what it's going to be pronounced as today. He reminds me of Chima in a big way, but looks fantastic. Comes with a little dog that I cannot get to stay on these base plates. And speaking of the base plates, have these little rock pieces on them, which look fantastic. Really nice, almost like a compound bow, rather than the medieval bows that you typically see, but really great torso print. The feet on the bottom actually have the talons/claws, which look fantastic. And of course, that wing piece just looks amazing. So, beautiful minifigure. I think, there he goes. I think he actually looks better than the Dragonborn Paladin, in my opinion. I don't really have a home for him at the moment, so we'll see what we can do. And then last but not least, this is the Gith Warlock. Again, comes with 2 separate faces. You can see the elf ears coming out of the side. Has some really nice spiky shoulder piece as well. Comes with a really nice dagger and this cool staff with the eyeball on top. Very, very nice. But that torso print looks great. With the medallion hanging from his chest, and then some potions and a key in the background. So very, very neat. Sorry, that was a terrible angle. Very neat in terms of that minifigure. Not sure where he's going to go. I think he's going to kind of just be a creepy explorer. going through the background. That's one of the reasons I really want to get this castle scene done. I've really been debating if I want to keep the castle like curved around the outside, or if I want to make more space for like more medieval scenes. But I think he can just be like one of the wanderers going either into the castle or something like that. I think that would kind of be my best bet, but I'm trying to leave myself open for a medieval village inside of the castle, like with the walls, but then still have enough scene on the outside to do like a battle scene. So we'll see, but that is the end of the long review for the actual Dungeons and Dragons minifigures here. Thank you all so much for joining me. This is fun. I really did enjoy this. It's really tough to get some of these lines now because, you know, you have stuff like the Tournament Night, the Fright Night and stuff from the older series. To like review the older series is stupid expensive for some of these lines. I ordered, like I said, 3 of these, bought 9 of them. Well, 10 technically, but I needed 9. So these, I probably spent about $80 completing this entire roster. I was just lucky that I got a lot of them in stores because obviously it was a little bit more expensive to order the Dragon, the Ranger, and who else did I have to order? Oh, the Tling Sorceress. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what your favorite Dungeons and Dragons minifigure is. If there's a specific one that you think should be made next, let me know that too. I'm more than happy to look them up. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. Helps the channel out a lot. And follow me on Instagram if you want more behind the scenes looks into like all these little projects and the future storytelling and stuff like that. I'll see you next time. Happy building, everybody.